Hello, today we are going to be building the rest of our Olympic barbell set and then attaching it to the barbell. And you can see here is a picture of the weights, and here is a quick spreadsheet to give you some dimensions that might be helpful to you during the build if you want to screenshot it. All right, let's go. Okay, so we are going to be starting with the 100-pound plate that we already built. My first step is going to be getting these ribs set up so that as I shrink the plate, I don't have to keep rebuilding them over and over and over again. I'm going to do that by coming over here, opening up my rib sketch and saying that I want to edit the sketch. Once I'm in here, I'm going to change my view. So I'm just looking at the lines, and I'm going to cut it in half so I can actually see inside of the plate. Now that I'm inside the plate, I'm going to use what's called convert entities. This allows me to grab lines from old sketches and bring them up and make them useful in my current sketch. Grab those two lines, brought them up. Now I have these old lines on my current plane so I can use them. I'm going to take and attach these 2 points to each other. Click on one, hold Control, click on the other, say that I want to make them coincident. Now, as I change the shape of the sketch, as you can see, I'm doing the same up here with these 2 points, making them coincident. As I change the shape of the sketch, these are going to follow. So I'm not going to have to keep rebuilding this rib line. As the plate shrinks, the rib will shrink along with it. All right, now that that's done, I can exit my rib sketch. See, I still got half of my plate here. I'll bring back the rest of it so we can see it. Now, I'm going to go into my cut extrude, and I'm going to shrink that to 1 inch. Next, I'm going to go up to my boss extrude, and I'm going to modify that to 1.5 inch. There we go. Just that easy. I have myself a 45-pound plate weight. So I'm going to save it as, get rid of the 100, save it as a 45. And from here, now I can do the next step and make my 35. I'm just going to keep going through and saving them as the lower weight as I do it. If you wanted to just look at that Excel spreadsheet I showed you in the intro, all the measurements are there. You can just run from that if you like, or you can follow along through the rest of the video. So here we go. As I do it, I'm just going to work my way from the bottom to the top over and over and over again. So I'm going to start off in my rib, and I'm going to modify the thickness of my rib to 0.75. Save it, go up into my cut sketch, modify my cut sketch, overall height, try that again, cut sketch, overall height of 13.25. Over here, gonna shrink this height down to 4.5. Like I said, all these measurements are in that Excel spreadsheet, so you're welcome to reference that if you like. Going to go up to my cut. I'm going to modify it to 0.75. Good. Going to go up into my boss sketch. Going to modify it to 14.5. Now my actual, get out of this sketch, go into my boss extrude, modify it to 1.25. Save that. There you go. Now I've got myself a 35-pound weight. I'm just going to save as. £35 weight. Excellent. Starting the cycle over again, same cycle. My rib is actually going to stay the same here, so I'm going to go up into my cut sketch. Change this one to 10. Change this one to 4. And exit said sketch. Next I go up and my cut itself stays the same. So into my boss sketch. This one I will be changing to 11. The boss itself is going to stay the same. And now I've got a 25-pound weight. I will save that as a 25. All right, next, making the 10-pounder. Gonna start with my rib, modify it, bring it down to a 0.5. Next, I'm gonna go into my cut sketch. Bring those down to 8 1/4. And 3 1/2. Good. Next, my cut itself. Modify it. Taking it down to a 0.375. Next is my boss sketch. Modify this one, bringing it down to a 9. And finally, going into my boss extrude, bringing it down to a 0.75. And there's my 10-pound weight. Gonna save that as a 10-pounder. Good. Gonna start the cycle over. Down to my rib. Gonna modify it to a 0.375. Next, to my cut sketch. Bringing this down to a 7. And the other one down to a 3. Good. Next, the cut itself. Bringing this down to a 0.25. Next, the boss sketch. Down to an 8. Good. And the boss extrude comes down to a 0.5. There's our 5-pound weight, so I'm going to save this as a 5. And repeat the cycle one last time. The rib is actually staying the same. The cut sketch is going to shrink. The outer number is coming down to a 5.5. The cut itself is staying the same. The boss sketch is going to come down to a 6.5. And the boss is going to stay the same. So there is our 2.5 pound weight. I'm simply going to save that as a 2.5 pound weight. Okay, now I'm ready to add these plates to my barbell. I'm simply going to go up and I'm going to open my barbell assembly that we had previously built. Once my barbell assembly is on the screen, I'm going to come up to the top bar here and select Insert Components. I'm going to browse, and this will bring up a screen. You might not see my screen, but what you're going to want to do is select all the plates we're going to be adding. We got our 2.5, our 5, our 10, 25, 35, 45. We should already have the 100 pound and the barbell itself. Once you got those selected, open them up, and they will pop up in this little screen here. Now we are going to simply plop them into our view window around one of the sides of the barbell. I'm going to zoom back just a little bit, give myself some space to work. And I want to have some sort of organization here, so I'm going to start with a 45, plop it out there. Oh, I forgot to mention a very important fact, this little pin at the top. You're going to want to pin this in place so that it doesn't disappear every time. So I'm going to re-grab those plates, and once they're here, pin it in place. So I got a 35 pounder, a 25 pounder, 10 pounder, a 5, a 2.5, and I've still got my 100 on the bar. So I can close down this Insert Components screen at this point. Now I simply have to mate all these weights to the bar. Up on the top, little paper clip. Click it. This will bring up my mate screen. This back surface on the 45, I'm going to want to mate to this little surface here. And the computer is guessing I want them coincident, which is correct. So I accept that. Now I want the hole in the center, right there, to go on the bar itself. Boom. And that is concentric. Yes. All right, going to simply repeat these steps for the rest of them. Back surface goes to this surface. Yes. Center hole goes onto the bar itself. Yes. Moving down to the 25, the back surface, right to here, good, center hole, onto the bar itself. Coming down here, I believe this is my 10, and back surface, right to there, coincident. Now the center hole, onto the bar, concentric, yes. This should be my 5 pounder, back surface, onto this front surface, coincident, and then the center hole, onto the bar, concentric, yes. All right, final plate for this side, back surface, onto this little surface here, coincident, yes. The bar itself goes into the center hole of the plate, concentrically, yes. Now I need to get all the weights that are over on the left-hand side to the right-hand side. I could simply repeat the whole process of inserting all of the components and mating them up onto the other side. A nice little shortcut to skip some of that work is to come up here, linear components, pick mirror components. Now it's going to ask for a mirror plane. I go to my barbell's right plane because that's directly in the center. It says components to mirror. I'm going to pick my 45, 35, 25, 10, 5, 2.5. I'm going to go over into this little extension menu, this little arrow that says next. I'm going to select all the plates again and pick their orientation so that our nice little ribs will be visible. I'm going to hit the green tick mark. At this point, there we go. We have ourselves a nice set of plates, and all of the ribs are facing out. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the video.